Hi guys. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. This is actually take 2 of my Milk and Honey Part 2 video. The first video that I uploaded was missing some footage, and I decided to refilm so that it was perfect for you guys. I just want to thank everybody again who watched the first Milk and Honey video that I uploaded. I still can't believe how many of you enjoyed it, and I really, really appreciate all of the love on that video. And a lot of you requested a part 2, so here we are. I have a robe on. I know you can't see, but I'm wearing another fluffy robe, and I have my water here next to me. I don't know if you can see, but it's a Snow White cup from my childhood. And I also have a candle burning next to me. Not too close, but on the counter that I'm filming on. It is the Bath & Body Works Paris Cafe candle, and I love it so much. It smells like very expensive coffee. So anyway, I invite you to get cozy, get comfortable, whether it's in a robe like me, just sitting on your couch, or laying in bed with your eyes closed, just listening to the sound of my voice reading this book. And with that being said, let's begin. This is called The Breaking. I always get myself into this mess. I always let him tell me I am beautiful and half believe it. I always jump, thinking he will catch me at the fall. I am hopelessly a lover and a dreamer, and that will be the death of me. When my mother says I deserve better, I snap to your defense out of habit. He still loves me, I shout. She looks at me with defeated eyes, the way a parent looks at their child when they know this is the type of pain even they can't fix, and says, it means nothing to me if he loves you, if he can't do a single wretched thing about it. You were so distant, I forgot you were there at all. You said, if it is meant to be, fate will bring us back together. For a second, I wonder if you are really that naive. If you really believe fate works like that, as if it lives in the sky staring down at us, as if it has 5 fingers and spends its time placing us like pieces of chess, as if it is the time placing us, as if it is not the choices we make, who taught you that? Tell me. Who convinced you? You've been given a heart and a mind that isn't yours to use. That your actions do not define what will become of you. I want to scream and shout, it's us, you fool. We're the only ones that could bring us back together. But instead I sit quietly, smiling softly through quivering lips, thinking, isn't it such a tragic thing when you can see it so clearly but the other person doesn't? Don't mistake salt for sugar. If he wants to be with you, he will. It's that simple. I think a lot more people need to hear that one. He only whispers, I love you, as he slips his hands down the waistband of your pants. This is where you must understand the difference between want and need. You may want that boy, but you certainly don't need him. You were temptingly beautiful, but stung when I got close. The woman who comes after me will be a bootleg version of who I am. She will try and write poems for you to erase the ones I've left memorized on your lips, but her lines can never punch you in the stomach the way mine did. She will then try to make love to your body, but she will never lick, caress, or suck like me. She will be a sad replacement of the woman you let slip. Nothing she does will excite you, and this will break her. When she is tired of falling apart for a man that doesn't give back what he takes, she will recognize me in your eyelids, staring at her with pity, and it'll hit her. How can she love a man who is busy loving someone he can never get his hands on again? The next time you have your coffee black, you'll taste the bitter state he left you in. It will make you weep, but you'll never stop drinking. You'd rather have the darkest parts of him than have nothing. More than anything, I want to save you from myself. You have spent enough nights with his manhood curled inside your legs to forget what loneliness feels like. You whisper, "I love you." What you mean is, I don't want you to leave. That's the thing about love. It marinates your lips till the only word your mouth remembers is his name. It must hurt to know I am your most beautiful regret. I didn't leave because I stopped loving you. I left because the longer I stayed, the less I loved myself. You mustn't have to make them want you. They must want you themselves. Did you think I was a city big enough for a weekend getaway? I am the town surrounding it. The one you've never heard of, but always pass through. There are no neon lights there, no skyscrapers or statues, but there is thunder, for I make the bridges tremble. I am not street meat, I am homemade jam, thick enough to cut the sweetest thing your lips will ever touch. I am not police sirens, I am the crackle of a fireplace. I'd burn you, and you still couldn't take your eyes off me, 'cause I'd look so beautiful doing it. You'd blush. I am not a hotel room, I am home. I am not the whiskey you want, I am the water you need. Don't come here with expectations and try to make a vacation out of me. The one who arrives after you will remind me love is supposed to be soft. He will taste like the poetry I wish I could write. If he can't help but degrade other women when they're not looking, if toxicity is central to his language, he could hold you in his lap and be soft. Honey, that man could feed you sugar and douse you in rose water, but that still could not make him sweet. If you want to know the type of man he is. became a museum full of art, but you had your eyes shut. You must have known you were wrong when your fingers were dipped inside me, searching for honey that would not come for you. The thing worth holding on to would not have let go. When you are broken and he has left you, do not question whether you were enough. The problem was you were so enough, he was not able to carry it. Love made the danger in you look like safety. Even when you undress her, you are searching for me. I am sorry I taste so good. When the two of you make love, it is still my name that rolls off your tongue accidentally. You treat them like they have a heart like yours, but not everyone can be as soft and as tender. You don't see the person they are. You see the person they have the potential to be. You give and give till they pull everything out of you and leave you empty. I had to leave. I was tired of allowing you to make me feel anything less than whole. You were the most beautiful thing I'd ever felt till now, and I was convinced you'd remain the most beautiful thing I'd ever feel. Do you know how limiting that is? To think at such a ripe young age I'd experience the most exhilarating person I'd ever meet. How I'd spend the rest of my life just settling. To think I tasted the rawest form of honey and everything else would be refined and synthetic. That nothing beyond this point would add up. That all the years beyond me could not combine themselves to be sweeter than you. I don't know what living a balanced life feels like. When I am sad, I don't cry, I pour. When I am happy, I don't smile, I glow. When I am angry, I don't yell, I burn. The good thing about feeling extremes is, when I love, I give them wings. But perhaps that isn't such a good way to live, because they always tend to leave. And you should see me when my heart is broken. I don't grieve, I shatter. I came all this way to give you all these things, but you aren't even looking. The abused and the abuser, I have been both. I am undoing you from my skin. It wasn't you I was kissing. Don't be mistaken. It was him on my mind. Your lips were just convenient. It always comes back to you. Boils, circles, itches. It's way back to you. I was music, but you had your ears cut off. My tongue is sour from the hunger of missing you. I will not have you build me into your life when what I want is to build a life with you. The difference. Rivers fall from my mouth, tears my eyes can't carry. You are snakeskin, and I keep shedding you somehow. My mind is forgetting every exquisite detail of your face. The letting go has become the forgetting, which is the most pleasant and saddest thing to have happened. You were not wrong for leaving. You were wrong for coming back and thinking you could have me when it was convenient and leave when it was not. How can I write if he took my hands with him? Neither of us is happy, but neither of us wants to leave, so we keep breaking one another and calling it love. We began with honesty. Let us end in it too. Us. Your voice alone drives me to tears. I don't know why I split myself open for others knowing sewing myself up hurts this much afterward. People go, but how they left always stays. Love is not cruel. We are cruel. Love is not a game. We have made a game out of love. How can our love die if it's written in these pages? Even after the hurt, the loss, the pain, the breaking, your body is still the only one I want to be undressed under. The night after you left, I woke up so broken, the only place to put the pieces were the bags under my eyes. Stay, I whispered as you shut the door behind you. I am confident I am over you, so much that some mornings I wake up with a smile on my face and my hands pressed together, thanking the universe for pulling you out of me. Thank God, I cry. Thank God you left. I would not be the empire I am today if you had stayed. But then, there are some nights I imagine what I might do if you showed up. How if you walked into the room this very second, every awful thing you've ever done would be tossed out of the closet window, and all the love would rise up again. It would pour through my eyes as if it never really left in the first place, as if it's been practicing how to stay silent so long, only so it could be this loud on your arrival. Can someone explain that? How even when the love leaves, it doesn't leave. How even when I am so past you, I am so helplessly brought back to you. He isn't coming back, whispered my head. He has to, sobbed my heart, wilting. I don't want to be friends. I want all of you. More. I am losing parts of you like I lose eyelashes, unknowingly and everywhere. You cannot leave and have me too. I cannot exist in two places at once. When you ask if we can still be friends. I am water, soft enough to offer life, tough enough to drown it away. And that is where we're going to end today. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I know that it's very heavy, a lot of the poems in here. But I think a lot of it is necessary to talk about. And I think, although a lot of people have their opinions on this book, I think that a few of the poems are definitely relatable, and I think a lot of it is pretty well written. But I can see why people wouldn't like it. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I do have an Instagram. It's at Lavender Whispers. The same as my name on here. If you did like this video, I would really love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get better about posting more videos. I know it's been a while, but hopefully I'll be able to get more videos up soon. If you have any book requests, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I always love reading new books for you guys, or if you have video requests in general that aren't book readings, I would love to hear those too. Just leave a little message in the comments, and I hope to see you in my next video.